Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. No sunrise really to show you this morning, so we won't waste time with that. No, this morning I'm getting a late start here. For quite a while this morning I was doing a video chat with my brother. He gave me a call. And the reason he called me is because today is my birthday. Today I am officially 76. Yeah, I know that in the past I've said something to the effect of I'm 76, but I think I was saying 76 because I was a lot closer to that than I was to 75. And it somehow it made it sound better. Yeah, and yesterday I didn't come back to the model table as I had planned here. I got myself a phone for the model table. You often remember that I had my little cordless phone up here. Well, I'd often forget to bring it up here with me, and Murphy's Law says if you forget to bring your phone up, you're going to get a call, and that happened more than once. So I thought I'm going to get myself a call. So I went on Amazon and I got myself a phone here, and it's the kind that has speed dial. So I was trying to enter all the speed dial numbers the same as it is to a phone that's similar to what I have in the computer room. And for instance, I know that speed dial number 1 is my son, okay, and so on and so on and so on, and speed dial number 0 is Tennessee Jim. And I got a phone call from Tennessee Jim this morning wishing me a happy birthday. Thanks for calling, Jim. I appreciate that. Now, in about almost a little over 8 minutes from now, I'm going to be meeting with my neighbor outside at the car, and we're going to be going and getting our groceries. So how today's episode is going to go, I don't know. I'm going to do my best to do something here. Get these life rafts glued together here. So about the speed dial. I spent about 2 hours trying to figure that out. I would almost have it figured out, and then if you don't do everything in exactly the right order, it's not going to work, right? Well, I eventually got it. Okay. Now I just got to interrupt here because you're going to think to yourself, my goodness, it took you 2 hours to figure out how to do your speed dial? Well, actually, not that long to do the speed dial, but that 2 hours included, running the line and stuff like that. This is a landline phone, the old-fashioned kind. You got to run a wire to it. So, I just couldn't leave the line laying on the floor, right? Although, mind you, lately that's the way things are going. So it took about 2 hours altogether to get this thing unpackaged and, and get the wires hooked up to the phone, our phone system here in the house. And anyway, just thought I'd throw that in. It did not take me 2 hours to do the speed dial. I think I'm going to cut her down here for a few minutes and get the car ready to go and get groceries, and we'll see you back here immediately as far as you're concerned. Probably in about an hour as far as I'm concerned. Okay, I'm back. I made better time than usual. Yeah, got our groceries unloaded and everything, and all settled up with the neighbor because actually they're his groceries and he adds mine to his, and then my part of the deal is I go and get them with him in my car. Okay, when I was unloading my groceries, I thought my bag of apples looked smaller than usual. And this twist tie was way up here at the top, and I thought, did they maybe pilfer an apple? Okay, now you can tell I'm a real trusting soul. Either that or I've been around for a while, like 76 years. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to weigh them. It's supposed to be 5 pounds, and no, I don't know what I'm going to do if it's going to be short. But just for the fun of it. This might work, it might not. What do we got here? Okay, 0 pounds and ounces. I haven't done this yet, so it's going to be, I don't know if they're over or under. Yeah, that's not resting on the table. What do we got here? 5 pounds and 5 pounds and 18 ounces. So I'm 18 ounces over, not short. So I'm going to have to give them a bite back, I guess. 18 ounces. That doesn't make sense. 5 pounds, 18 ounces. That should be 6 pounds, 2 ounces. Did I read that right? I'll turn it this way. Trust me, I'll tell you what it says. Oh, it's 5 pounds and 1.8 ounces. There, that makes more sense. So it's like 5 pounds, 2 ounces. This is what happens to you when you get old. You start worrying about your apples. Okay, let's carry on here today. We'll recompose and try and get some life rafts glued together and have a good time. Okay, I realize this may not be the best angle that I've ever done, but at least this way we can see the holes, and the pins are supposed to go into the holes. Something like that. I believe I've got it. Okay, and I'm going to use just some extra thin. I was thinking about maybe doing the quick setting extra thin, but I think we'll just use just the ordinary extra thin here and just sort of let it wick itself in. That should be enough. Now, I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I don't want to accidentally knock it out of the holes. But I think we got it pretty well straight there. Yeah, that looks good to me. Now, I don't know if you noticed it, but when I turned this top one over, there was really nice detail on the underside of it, kind of like sort of like I was going to show you the top here, and I always feel kind of bad when I'm covering up detail like that. And I always go back in my mind to the grand staircase in my 1/250 scale Titanic. And when I was first putting the kit together, I thought, oh, this is going to be nice. And then I realized I'm not going to be able to see it. Okay, let's do another one. I noticed where the sprue was attached there, I maybe could have done a little better job of cleaning that up. There we go. I think they're locked in place. It looks right to me. If I just be careful, I don't go poking at it too much. Now this time I'm going to use the quick setting. I'm going to do it just the same way. Okay, that should be more than enough. Okay, I'm pretty sure I heard somebody say, Ron, do one more. Okay. Okay, now you can see the nice detail that I was talking about there. And the top of the bottom one is the same way. It's going to all be out of sight. think it's about as locked as it's going to get. And we're going to use the quick setting again. Kind of trembly today. I guess that's something that is not going to get better, but only worse. Okay. I don't know if the quick setting here has the same melding properties as the extra thin does. I've never actually done a test. Okay, we have our 19 40mm guns. Actually, we've got 20 of them made. We've got our 16 big ones and our 16 small ones. That's these things here. We have a couple of winches made. We have our special mushroom vent made. We've got our 4 life rafts. We just finished doing those. And we are now done step 6. Step 7. It looks like we got to make 2 catapults. And I was noticing that this catapult, these catapults are different from the ones that were on the other 2 ships. Did the Hood didn't have a catapult, did it? I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, I think it did. Or didn't it? My goodness. This is serious. I honestly can't remember. Anyway, this one, it's got a little railing that's going to go around here. Now, normally, I kind of cringe when it comes to putting on photo etch railings and stuff like that. But in a way, I'm almost looking forward to this, because this is going to be this one's going to look a lot different from the other ones we've done. You know, I'm going to have to go take a look at my hood. Is there a catapult on it? I can't remember. This is not good, folks. All right, it appears that everything we need is on the K sprue, except for the photo etch, of course. So we need 28. Or is that, yeah, does that say 28 or is it 23? Oh, 28. Okay. Oh, by the way, I went over and I looked at the hood. And at first I'm looking all over and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, now I can't even find the aircraft or the catapult. And then I came to the conclusion there was none. That's why I couldn't remember it. So that's kind of good news, in a way. Okay. Now somehow we gotta put these together. Now this catapult, I believe, is longer than the one that was on the Rodney. Yeah, it's going to be a nice, interesting one. Okay, let's find some more parts here. Okay, another nice big piece here. 29. And now we need number 54. Okay, I can see it, but we're going to have to recompose for that. Okay, K54. I was just noticing when I looked in the monitor, it looks like some sort of a clevis there, so I checked the manual, and we have to put a pulley on this. Let's slip the macro lens on. We can take a nice close look at this thing. Okay, so when we move right in, and we're just like incredibly close right now, and you can see that there's, I guess it would be sort of the axle, those 2 little pins coming out that the pulley is gonna, stay on. You have to realize that half of that axle was on one side of the mold and the other half was on the other side of the mold, and they were able to bring that mold together with such precision, probably, I was going to say hundreds of times, but it could be thousands of times depending on how many times they made this kit. And yeah, it's quite an art to be able to form these things. Okay, let's just grab this here now. I'll just recompose a little bit here and we'll take a look at that. Now, the reason I wanted to recompose is because when this dropped down off the sprue, 3 or 4 millimeters, it went a little bit out of focus. So I just wanted to see if we can just turn this over here. There we go. Now we got positioning pins here, that's going to be good. Okay, let's see if we can find the wheel that's supposed to go in there. Okay, I know the numbers are upside down, but I'm sure we can figure that out. Now, K11 is this smaller one right here. And, well, I guess it's bigger than this one. You'll notice that on the edge, there's a little bit of flashing there. I think I can probably sand that off. But I'm thinking maybe the easiest way to sand it is if it was attached to something. So I'm going to try and nip this off, and I'm going to nip at an angle here so that it doesn't compress the everything and tend to break it off. So that's why I'm going at an angle like this. Okay, I think we survived. Yeah. Just let me put my normal lens on. I'm going to have to call today's episode a day, and I'll explain in a minute here. That's going to be all right. Okay, a few minutes ago, I don't know exactly how many minutes ago, but I'm guessing about 15, I saw an Amazon truck pull up in front of my door, and I was expecting a delivery, so I watched. Sure enough, it was for me. So I went and I met him at the door. Now this is for something that I had been waiting for, that I want to deal with this afternoon. And, oh, by the way, the phone, it's over here now. Yeah, I wasn't intending to leave it on the model table. I can still quickly grab it if it rings. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to call today's episode quits. So thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll be seeing you tomorrow, and we'll get the rest of the stuff off the K sprue. I think there's 2 more pieces yet we have to get. So we'll see you tomorrow.